Country Christmas Harmony is a pretty decent film, and what's really interesting about this is that not a lot happens, but the time passed so quickly. And that's not to say it felt rushed. I just really thoroughly enjoyed it to the extent where when it was finished, I was shocked that the time had flown by. This was released last year in 2022. It's directed by Edmund Entin and Gary Entin, and it stars Brooke Elliott as Chrissy and Brandon Quinn as Luke. We also have Caden Dragomer as Brandon, and Brandon is a wonderful character. My favourite scene with Brandon is when Chrissy is talking to him at breakfast time, and he's got the syrup and she says he's funny, and it's the way he responded to it. Really loved that scene. It might be my favourite scene in the whole film, but the film as a whole is really entertaining. Chrissy is a successful music artist, and she is told that basically she has to go back home for the holidays and do a performance, and she hasn't been back home since she left many years ago. So she's not really looking forward to it, but she agrees to it. And while there, she meets an old flame and former music partner, and this, of course, is Luke. And things were a little bit awkward between them to begin with, but actually quite quickly they start to get on really well again. And I feel like the relationship between them felt very natural. I like the fact that there was a bit of, I don't want to quite say tension, but unease between them to begin with, as one would expect after being apart for so long, and the way things were left as well. And I feel like the pacing of them finding their feet with each other again was really believable, and I really enjoyed the romantic aspect. Chrissy, I love. There's something about the character that I just instantly warmed to, and I think she's got a really great personality. That's not to say none of the other characters do, but in terms of the personality, Chrissy and Brandon were definitely my favourite characters there. There's a really nice amount of Christmas in it. It's definitely a very festive film, and the music, as one might expect, is really, really lovely. So it ticks all of the boxes. As I said, it isn't the most eventful, which is fine. With Christmas rom-coms, we don't usually expect high drama and action. But at the same time, if I were to recount the key plot points, there aren't many of them. But despite that, I was fully engaged throughout it, and as mentioned, I feel like time just flew by because I was thoroughly enjoying it. And I think the main reason is probably because of the characters. They're so likable that it's so easy to just get drawn into their narrative and enjoy watching their story unfold, even if the story itself might not be the most detailed or the most action-packed. I have no complaints. A Country Christmas Harmony is a really great film with some really wonderful characters, a really nice amount of Christmas, and obviously some brilliant music as well. If it sounds like your kind of film, I definitely recommend you check it out. I certainly really enjoyed it.